Hello everyone, welcome to my channel General Hospital. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. This week's General Hospital Soapbox was inspired by reactions primarily to Tuesday's big reveal that Willow was baby Daisy's creepy stalker, but also how, as reader Liz PK put it, so the main theme for July is weaponizing other people's children to hurt them? No, just no. The ABC soap has a history of, well, killing off kids, but it feels over-the-top dark when it comes to Port Charles's youngest citizens these days. Let's discuss. Like most viewers, Willow was always one of my top suspects for messing with newborn Daisy. I, like many, assumed she was undergoing some breakdown or dissociative identity disorder episode. Nope, she's just embraced her inner Nell and is deliberately gaslighting Sasha and punishing Michael for taking her children from her. Oh, Willow, you and Drew really do belong together, and neither of you should have children in your care at this point. As Susanna so nicely put it in our General Hospital recaps, any storyline about threatening newborns is just awful. Nobody wants to watch this. Fortunately, Michael does not think Sasha is crazy and believes someone is targeting Daisy. But now, it seems as if we are about to lose Sasha and Daisy. If she does leave Port Charles, I hope it's only temporary, and until Willow is busted. Seriously, can we just fast forward to the point that she and Drew get their comeuppance? And it's not just the baby Daisy storyline that is getting to viewers. Reader Blake asked the writers to please stop the Lulu Brooklyn child proxy wars. Seriously, this feud has gotten old, and now it is hurting innocent kids just so these women can get revenge on each other. Yes, Brooklyn set out to hurt Lulu by using Rocco. Yes, it was stupid of her to leave the file around where it could be found. But Brooklyn shelved her plan as she realized she couldn't use Rocco that way. It was nice to see Dante believe Brooklyn was sorry for what she did in Friday's episode. You know that's not going to go over well with Lulu. Of course, all this torturing of Rocco is clearly leading up to Britt's return, as well as Dr. Obrecht's, whom the teen emailed at the end of Friday's episode. Christina's plan to have Cody create jealousy issues and turn Rick and Ava on one another never needed to be put in place, as Liz was always going to be what came between them. But it appears now Cody could be falling for Ava or at least sympathizing with her, which already has Molly irate. So in the end, Christina's latest plan looks to end up hurting her sister yet again. Shocker. Sidwell seems to be stoking Marco's anger against Sonny to bring him into the real family business. But it does raise the question, could Sidwell have somehow had Natalia killed to set up Sonny? Wait, so now Stella is committing insurance fraud to help Martin pay his bills? This storyline just dropped out of nowhere, and what exactly is the point of it? Now that Trina's kicked Kai to the curb, perhaps it's time to send him to DC as Drew's intern down there full-time. Finally, in last week's column, I mentioned how everyone was suddenly blaming Sonny for Morgan's death. They sure found as many ways to insert Morgan into dialogue this week, which has only fueled the flames and rumors that Morgan is returning. I could definitely see Morgan, with amnesia, returning to Port Charles with Sasha after they met and fell in love while she and Daisy were laying low. The sun barely peeked through the blinds of General Hospital that Monday morning, but the drama was already in full swing. Port Charles had seen its share of heartbreak, betrayal, and scandal, but nothing could have prepared fans for the emotional roller coaster that would unfold during the week of July 7th to 11th. Tears flooded living rooms across the country as viewers screamed at their screens, "Hey, General Hospital, leave them kids alone!" In a harrowing turn of events, young Jake and Aiden found themselves caught in the crossfire of adult decisions yet again. Elizabeth's quiet strength couldn't protect them from the pain of watching their father spiral, and when Jason showed up at the house, eyes full of regret and voice cracking with restrained emotion, the boy's innocence shattered like glass. Social media exploded. Hashtags like Protect the Kids GH and Justice for Aiden began trending within hours. Fans were outraged, not just at the show, but at the characters themselves. Why must the children of Port Charles constantly suffer the sins of their parents? But while the children's storyline broke hearts, it was Sasha's farewell that ripped them to shreds. After months of trying to rebuild her life following the loss of her son and her struggle with addiction, Sasha finally seemed to be finding her footing again. She had opened up to Cody, forgiven Gladys, mostly, and even smiled, genuinely smiled, for the first time in what felt like years. Then came Thursday's episode. A letter, a suitcase, and Sasha standing at the hospital rooftop in the rain, her eyes locked on the horizon. "I thought I could stay," she whispered through trembling lips, "but everywhere I turn, I see him. I hear his laugh. I see what could have been, and I can't heal in a place that keeps reminding me of my pain." Cody found her just before she stepped into the cab, heart in her throat. "You don't have to do this alone." "I know," she replied, tears mingling with the rain, "but I need to learn how to live again. Just me, without the past pulling me back." The cab pulled away, leaving Cody on the curb, crushed and speechless. The episode ended with a montage. Sasha walking through the airport, Jake staring out the window in silence, Aiden tearing a drawing into pieces, and Elizabeth just sitting, holding a photo, and crying. And so the question remains, is this truly goodbye for Sasha? Or just another chapter in her long journey of healing? For now, fans are left shattered, demanding answers, and holding on to hope. Because in Port Charles, no one ever says goodbye forever, do they?